everybody. Welcome back to the third episode of The Art of Talking. I'm Joshua.
I'm Brandon.
I'm John, and our today's guest is...
I'm Mr. Marquez, principal from Mount View High School.
Hello, Mr. Marquez. How are you?
Hey, good. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're
Happy-
doing well. Yeah.
Happy to be here with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Hey, I'm here for you.
Well, I want to start off with a question.
Sure.
How did you feel, the first time they said that they had to close down the school?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was devastating, because I knew that it would be affecting kids and teachers in a way that I don't think we would ever see. I didn't realize that it was going to go so long, but it was hard. It was hard. It was very stressful for us, as I'm sure for you guys, because you guys all of a sudden needed to stay home. I realized that kids were going to be losing a lot, like their graduations and all of that. So, I was personally hoping that it would get over with, but it just didn't happen. So, but I'm glad we're back.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
We're back and we're better. So.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my questions was, how did you get into the line of... Were you a teacher before you became a principal?
I was.
Yeah.
I'm actually a third-generation educator in my family. My grandmother was a teacher.
That was one of my questions. How did you... what inspired you to become a teacher?
Just my family. We probably have over about 100 teachers in my family alone. We're about 3 generations. We've had anywhere from teachers to college professors along both sides of the border, not only here in the United States, but also in Mexico.
And so what made you want to become the principal for this school?
Well, I was fortunate enough to be chosen.
You were chosen.
I'm humbled. I'm not going to say I'm proud of this. I'm humbled, and I'm very fortunate to be working with this community. I've been involved in El Monte for like the last 35 years of my life. I grew up here, and I'm here to help you guys, and my goal is to make things better for everyone, especially you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had questions, man.
Yeah, I thought you had a question.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking like, what if it's like a selfish question? Not a selfish,
No,
but
no,
like,
It's not
ahead,
a
ask it.
selfish.
I'm thinking of the question.
Okay.
Oh, well, for right now, I heard that for next semester,
Mhm.
you need to be vaccinated to come back.
Yeah. That it could be controversial for some people. For me, I think it's important because the faster we all get vaccinated, the faster we'll all get better, the faster we'll get these masks off.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I hate wearing these masks. I can't
do too.
stand it. Yeah, it sucks. And but we won't be able to do that if people keep getting sick, and if the virus keeps changing, we'll have to keep dealing with this. So, and I look at it as a safety issue. Other people look at it as a choice, and that's
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, if you're sick, stay at home, please.
Yeah,
Because I don't want the school to close down again.
Yeah.
I know. Who would want that? It's funny
Yeah.
because last year, when you guys were at home and doing the distance learning, and you could see that you guys were stressed, and I could see that teachers were stressed, and I was like at school every day. This whole time I was coming to work every day, and I was in my office, but it was so weird because first period would go through, second period would go through, and I would look out the window and it's like totally deserted. It's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us, I was stressing out during the distance learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had to adapt to something that we've never been through.
Right.
Who has been through a pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that never happened.
Yeah.
Now,
That's crazy.
One of the good things that I've seen with that is that when I'm going through the classrooms, you're seeing a lot of teachers now using technology. That I'm just seeing education just being, implemented totally different now. You guys, I see very little, writing. I see a lot of
Yeah.
keyboarding. I see teachers utilizing just different software programs and stuff like that, and I think that's good. I think out of all that bad, I think some good came out of that. We were all forced to learn. So,
I got it.
Okay.
You
you got it? All right.
You got a
All right.
question?
All right, good.
In the Department of Physical Education, I'm gonna say it again because you laughed.
Okay.
In the Department of Physical Education, for the dress code, you know,
Right.
the shorts, the P shorts, and
Right.
the P shirt. Do you think there could be a change to that?
What are you referring to?
Like, instead of requiring both the shirt and the short, do you think it could just be the short and the students can wear a comfortable shirt or something they feel
Well,
comfortable in?
You know, I guess we can look at that. I would probably want to discuss it with the PE teachers personally. You know, I come from old school stuff, so back in the day,
That's how it was?
Yeah, back in the day, it was we not only had shirts, but they were reversibles. So like they were blue on one side, white on the other. So like when you would compete, it would be blues against whites, and you would just have to flip your shirts out. Now switching the shirt out, you'd probably get in trouble for taking the shirt out in class and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but you know, I think it's just a way that maybe we're trying to stay consistent, maybe kind of I don't know, push school pride, you know, kind of teamness and oneness. But you know, if it's I think it's something that maybe we can start with ASB or you know, start a discussion there and maybe talk with our teachers, see where they stand with all that. But I think it's part of we're trying to maintain some kind of normalcy and structure. I think that if at least we're having the same PE uniform out there, at least it helps with
Okay.
PE,
All right.
right? Because, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Well, another of my questions was, you know, you as a principal, have you ever dealt with like, you know, negative things? Like have people, you know, how do you deal with criticism and stuff like that?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
good
because
question.
I
You know-
mean, I think almost all principals, you know.
Yeah, what drives me are you guys. You know, I try to be out in the gate in the morning. I don't know if you've seen me out there.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here. You know, first and foremost, it's about making our school better. I think that, yeah, there's criticisms and stuff like that, and you get that. But I think that if you maintain your, I guess, your values and where you stand and your character, then I think that's where it helps deal with that. Because, I mean, if you're called a name, but you know where you're coming from, that's okay, right? It's you know, stuff like that doesn't, you know, I don't lose sleep over stuff like that, because as long as I have my family and my kids and my dogs, I love my dogs, right? So, you know, as long as you have those most important around you and you're taking care of them, I think that's what counts.
Yeah.
So maybe if it was maybe an attack on my family or something, it'd be different.
Yeah.
You know, but it's work, and as long as I'm doing it for the right reasons, you know, you can't make everyone happy. But as long as I'm working it from my heart and with what I think needs to be done, then I can sleep. Right?
Okay,
The
yeah.
worst thing for me is to do something to look good and not, you know, I can't
Oh,
can't
okay.
do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know. So
You know, recently, there's been some alumni who have like not criticized, but they have a few problems or getting used to the new bell schedule. It being we come in at 8:30, right? Well, 8:30 is when our first period starts, and
Yeah.
before the pandemic, it would be like 7 something, right?
right.
And there's some students who, I like it better before, or I like it better now. How do you deal with? Have you
Well-
gotten any criticism? Not criticism, but any
Complaints and
complaints
stuff like
about
that?
it? Yeah.
You know, no, actually, not too many. What I've noticed, I think the kids that they did it so that the kids could be on time. What I'm seeing is at the gate, and it seems like the same number of kids are late as
Yeah.
before. I'm not particularly a fan of it because I think it makes it difficult for kids when they have to do something after school. I think that when you're starting everything 30 minutes later, that means you're starting your homework later. That means you're eating later. That means you're sleeping later. So I'm not sure where, you know, the true benefit of starting later is. I prefer the earlier time, but you know what? It is what it is, and we stay positive and we move forward, and you know, and we do the best we can, because the worst thing we can do is just ponder on it and just let it eat at you when there's nothing you can do about it. I think the best thing you could really do is just accept it and move forward and make the best of it, and that's it. You know.
Yeah, because
It's like the time
Yeah.
change, right?
Oh yeah,
You
like
know,
daylight saving and stuff
right,
like that.
right.
Yeah.
Like when it first happens, it's like I can't get up, right? And that used to really bother me when I was a young man. It's like I used to hate that. But once I figured out there's nothing I could do about it, I don't have control over that, and I just, I let it go, and it just made life a little easier for me to deal with. So if I can't control it, then you just deal with it and let it go, and you move forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's it called? I think if we enter later, will more students would come, like more kids will come in late, because I remember my sophomore year, we still had like when we come in at 7:30.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like I don't remember seeing that many people like
Being late.
come in late. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's because, well, since they moved it later, the students think,
Yeah.
oh, it's later, so
So I can
I,
sleep
I have more time, or
Yeah.
I can sleep more.
Yeah,
And
or,
ends
or
up-
they're staying up later too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think that's why. Like there's a bunch of students. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm one of the students who come late almost every time. But it's my fault because I sleep like what 12 at midnight.
Yeah.
And I wake up like what 7:30. But if I want to be early, I feel like I need to wake up at 6 to do everything I need to do.
And you guys know that they did this, they're trying this because they're saying that studies were showing that kids your age do better when you sleep more and you get that sleep in the morning. So that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons they changed it. So the thing is we have kids like you who are still going to bed late, and it's so it kind of, it's hard. It's hard to do that. So
Is there anything?
you guys were going to ask me about vaccinations?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Sorry.
that was you? Oh.
All right. You want to ask? You can go ahead.
Okay, so
So we wanted to ask about how do you feel about the vaccinations and
well, I know
and
that
everything.
well they're going to be coming into effect, I believe, January 3rd when you guys come back from winter break. So
Okay.
we're going to be requiring all the kids to be vaccinated by that time. I think the hard part is those kids that for whatever reason or families don't want to do it. That's going to be difficult for them.
'Cause I know a few. Yeah, I know a few
Yeah.
friends of mine
Right.
with their
And-
parents.
Right, they don't want to do it. So they will actually have an option to go like to an independent study,
Oh, okay.
and they would have to do that from home. But I personally would not.
Yeah.
I would rather be at school myself.
Yeah.
I would rather be with my friends, personally.
Yeah, because
Same.
think about it. You were gone from school for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. And then when you came back, and which is good, but then you don't want to. I mean, it's obviously your choice, your personal choice, if you want to get vaccinated or not.
Right.
But you came back, and then now you're gonna have to leave again because you don't want to get vaccinated. Like,
especially seniors. Like
yeah,
it's your last
if
year.
it's your senior year, yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
think everybody. Well, I think everybody, but especially like seniors, should get vaccinated because it's like our last year.
Yeah,
And
like,
imagine
you want to
know,
participate in other events that we have this
Yeah.
year.
Like you guys want to go through your graduation,
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
that stuff. Yeah. I know. Well, hopefully by June, maybe we won't have to wear any of this stuff,
Yeah,
right?
hopefully, yeah.
Then we don't have to worry about it. So.
I mean, I don't watch the news, but I haven't heard like anything about COVID.
Like the cases
Yeah, the
haven't
cases.
spiked up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lately.
Yeah, and it's especially now that winter's coming along.
Yeah.
That's what we're all worried about.
The flu.
At least I'm worried about.
Yeah, same, because that's where like a lot of people get sick.
When
Yeah.
the seasons change, people get sick
Yeah.
because of allergies as well. And it's like,
I'm one of those people. Or like,
Hey,
no,
yo,
not
yeah.
right now. I'm not sick right now. I'm just saying, like, so far, I'm surprised that I haven't got sick, because I'm like one of those kids that like when the seasons change, like allergies,
Yeah.
and then I get sick.
just don't get sick, bro.
Yeah.
Easy right there.
Also, I had another question about, do you need to be vaccinated to participate in sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to be if you want to participate in sports or at school. You're gonna have to be vaccinated in January.
Okay.
And to be considered fully vaccinated, you're gonna have to be. It takes 2 weeks after your vaccination, where we can say you're fully vaccinated. But up until the 2 weeks, then you'll still have to be tested. So, like, let's say you're playing soccer or baseball, whatever. If you get vaccinated, you don't stop testing. You stop testing after the 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's kind of a bummer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
so-
will you still need masks for like indoor sports? Like even
You
though
know,
you're vaccinated?
The rules change. I think right now, I think they're saying they do, but they may not later. I know last year we started where we had masks, then it kind of didn't, but then now it's coming back.
yeah.
We're saying we do. So, you know, it just depends on where we're at. You know, well, hopefully, like I said, I'm hoping that this is done and over with, and so we don't have to wear this stuff.
Same.
Yeah.
Is there anything you wanna, tell the people, the students that watch this, like anything coming up,
You know-
any events or stuff like that?
Well, we have winter sports coming up with soccer, and we have like 4 different teams in boys and girls soccer. We have basketball. We have wrestling. We're looking forward to big things from our wrestling team this year. I think we're gonna be strong. I think our strength in athletics probably is in the winter sports right now, where we have soccer and basketball, and our wrestling is gonna be looking really good. So
Yeah.
other schools need to fear us.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're at, you guys, we have a good school. You know, we really do. And you guys make it good. So just feel good about where you're at. And we're here to take care of you. We love you guys. So just all we love each other, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you, Mr. Marquez, for
All right.
You're
being
coming
on our
on,
Thank you
podcast.
for coming.
All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Well, that was
That was it for
the
really?
third episode.
that was it for. Who's gonna go, Brett?
Oh,
I'll let you do
okay,
the
go.
outro.
You go.
All right.
Okay.
That was it for our third episode. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to the Vista crew. You that camera
Thank you,
right
guys.
there. Yeah. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.